My husband bought me tickets to see my favorite musician, and 8 years later, he used my own decision against me. Back in 2013, he surprised me with 2 concert tickets for an artist I absolutely adored. I cried when I opened them. He knew every song lived in my head rent-free, so I thanked him 100 times. Since there were 2 tickets, I invited my sister and turned it into a girls' weekend. When I told my husband, his smile disappeared. "I bought those for us," he said. I told him it was my gift, so I could choose who to take. The truth was, he hated that artist. Every time I played their music, he'd mock the lyrics, the voice, even the way they looked. I didn't want someone rolling their eyes beside me during the best night of my life. He said, "I was trying to get into your world, and you shut me out." I apologized, and eventually we moved on. Or at least, I thought we did. Fast forward 8 years. I surprised him with tickets to a huge football semifinal. Our country was playing, and I booked a hotel the moment we qualified. I might not be a football fan, but I love the energy of live events. I was already imagining us screaming at the referee like experts. I couldn't wait. Then one evening he casually said, "Oh, by the way, I'm taking James." I laughed because I thought he was joking. He wasn't. "Why would you do that?" I asked. He shrugged. "Your tickets, your rules. Remember the concert?" I stared at him. "That's different. You would have hated that concert. I would have loved this game." He grabbed his jacket. "Doesn't matter. His tickets, his rules, right?" Then he left with his friend. I stayed home while they watched the biggest match of the year from the stadium I'd spent months planning for. A few weeks later, we hosted friends to watch the final. His mom smiled and asked me, "Wasn't it amazing being back at a live event after so long?" I answered honestly, "I wouldn't know. Your son chose not to take me." The room went silent. My husband looked furious, and I finally snapped. "You're a petty, childish asshole if you've been waiting 8 years just to get even." After everyone left, he sat beside me and quietly said, "I wanted you to understand how I felt that day." And for the first time, I realized something. The concert wasn't really about music. The football match wasn't really about football. We'd spent 8 years arguing over tickets. When the real fight was about wanting to be chosen.